Greetings and welcome to your Biological Sciences course. I am Professor Febres, your instructor for this semester for this course. If you're watching this or listening to this video, I'm watching the video, you have already looked at my credentials video or me presenting you with all the credentials that I have in order to teach this course. Um, so the purpose of this navigational video is for me to teach you where everything is within the course and how to be successful in completing this course with a good grade. So the first thing I think you should do is go to modules. You see, this is your drop-down menu. And so if you guys go here to modules, it will bring you to all the modules for this course. I want to remind you this is an asynchronous course. What that means is that you do work on your own time. This course is divided by modules. And so for every module, if you guys look in here, so you see how the modules, they are divided by week. So for my course, modules, you will begin on a Sunday, and everything within that module is due by a Saturday, 11:59 p.m. So once again, the course modules week begins on a Sunday, and everything has to be done or completed by a Saturday, 11:59 p.m. Don't matter when you do it within that week, as long as it's completed by Saturday, 11:59 p.m. But what you want to do is go to, just go through the orientation, just take a look at everything in there. One more thing before I go in here, I know that when you guys are on the home page, there is a to-do list, and a lot of you are used to going and clicking on that and just completing the work in there, and then you think you're done. My suggestion for my course is do not complete work from the to-do list. Just go into the actual modules. It's just a couple of clicks away. Just click modules and then go to the module. It even gives you the date from what date to what date is that module. And then just go through the list. You have all the information that you need, plus the actual assignments in order to complete all the work for that week and be successful. But let's go over the detailed syllabus for this course. If you click in there, it will bring you to the detailed syllabus. This is where all the information for the course is actually written. Materials for this course, you just need one digital access code, and it is in here. This is actually Mastering Biology digital code from Pearson's, and third edition. If you do not have the code at the time of starting this course, I will tell you that, and I'm going to show you how to, when you guys go to the Pearson's platform, you get 2 week trial access to the material that you need in order to get started. So you don't have to actually wait until you get the access code. If you don't have it at this time, you can actually go and register with trial for 2 weeks and then just do the work, and it gives you about 2 weeks to get the permanent access code. But that is actually the information, course description, outcomes. Do remember this is an asynchronous course, but I need to see that you are engaged, that work is being completed on a weekly basis. Once again, so the week starts on Sunday, it ends on Saturday. We will start this week with fulfilling a requirement. Here is the no-show deadline policy. You need to email me by January 14, which is next week, Tuesday next week, acknowledging that you have reviewed this syllabus. These let me know that you are actually engaged in this course, and it is also something that is needed for those of you who are actually receiving financial aid. Uh, we professors are no longer able to withdraw you for whatever reason that may be. As you go through the course, if you get to a point where you feel that you are not fulfilling the requirements of the course and that you need to withdraw, this is something that you need to actually do on your own. We cannot do it any longer, but you have to do it by this due date. You have until March 14th. Fortunately, my course is really easy, it's straightforward. If you guys are listening to this video and you pay attention, I will actually in a few minutes let you know what to do, how to do it, and you will finish it with minimal work, but most importantly, learning what you need to learn and in order to be successful, and you will not have to withdraw from this course. I've been doing this for 25 years now, so trust me. Then there's a lot of more information that you may need. Just go through the syllabus and just click on the links that you think are useful or help you to you. Let's go over the grading and makeup policy for this course, which is what's gonna give you the grade for this course. I'm gonna go down here. You know, it's in words in there, but just let's look at it over here. So as you can see, this course has 4 exams, and I'll tell you a little bit about them in a few. The classwork activities, they are the ones that you need the digital code from Pearson to access those activities. They help you comprehend. They're actually interactive activities. That means that as you actually go through them, there may be videos, there may be things that you need to put together. So it's really interesting. But most importantly, it helps you comprehend the material that you need to learn. And there are some quizzes just to check on your knowledge as you are learning. This is how we engage in this course. I mean, we have what I call discussion forums. There are 8 of them. Those discussion forums are actually posed with very intriguing, interesting questions that we get to discuss, or you get to discuss with your classmates. And there are instructions on, once you click on them, you will see there are instructions that actually will get you to discuss. I'm going to tell you, don't just type one sentence on those discussion forums because you're not going to get points for that. Make sure that your input into those discussions is actually a full one. It has content and it has essence. And then there is a final exam, and as you can see, it's misspelled, but trust me, there should be an L in there. I apologize about that. I was typing really fast. There are the percentages for each one of the assignments in there. Let's go down here. So this is actually the schedule. If you want to know what is due, when it's due, and what you need to study for an exam or for a quiz, this is it. This is your schedule. So it tells you, for example, the week. It tells you basically this is actually what is due that week. For example, for the week from January 12 to January 18, which I believe is next week, you have to complete the Introduction to Life Sciences activity, which is on the Pearson's platform. And you have to also complete your first quiz. And so the material that you are using to complete those is basically chapters 1 and 2 of the electronic version of the book. The chapter 1 is the Introduction to the Science of Life, and chapter 2 is the Chemistry of Life. So you see it's all in there. And as you go through it, it tells you whether it is an exam, whether it is a quiz. It also tells you about the discussion forums. So what I do is whenever there is an exam, you will not have a discussion forum because the exams are a little bit more time consuming. So I just want you guys to have the time to study and do well on those tests. Let's go to the actual course, and you do that once again. Go to modules. And like I said, I want to remind you, I prefer that you complete these assignments through the modules. Let's actually do week 2 here, just to use it as an example. So once again, week number 2, you're going to need chapters 1 and 2. So there are PowerPoint presentations for chapter 1 and 2. To remember, PowerPoint presentations, what they do is they summarize the information that you need to learn. More detailed information about those concepts are within the book. And then if you look in here, this is the link for the actual assignment that you need to complete, and that goes with those chapters. I'm not gonna click in there because then I mean it'll take longer to come back. But trust me, it'll take you to the Pearson platform to complete that assignment. Quiz. This is your first quiz when you click on it. Quizzes, they have 15 questions, I believe. Each question is worth 2 points. And quizzes, these are like open book, open note quizzes. You do have 1 week to complete them. As you want, you can click them open and just leave them open for the whole week. And it really doesn't, there's nothing that is going to happen in a negative way. And you can actually use your notes, you can use your books. So these are like open book, open note quizzes. They are comprehension questions, so they're not straightforward questions, meaning in science or in biology, you have to put two and two together to get to the right answer. So you have to do a little bit of critical thinking. And do remember, all of this needs to be completed by Saturday, 11:59 p.m. And last, for this week, there is the discussion forum. There is a question in there. There are instructions in there, and there's even a rubric as to actually how do you get the full score. But pretty much you just click and then you just put the initial post answering the question, giving your opinion based on what you have learned, because it's associated with what you learned for that week. And then you answer to the questions of or posting to other classmates. And like I say, make sure that they are not just one sentence, one word. They are really uh, postings with a lot of essence and content. And then real quick, differences between quizzes and exam. I told you quiz, you can actually click it open and take 1 week, and then just make sure that you submit it before 11:59 p.m. on Saturdays. But exams are a little bit different. You see, the following week 3, you have your first exam. Exam, once you click it open, you only have 90 minutes to complete it. So my suggestion to you is to prepare like if you were preparing to take a test in person. So study, make sure you understand the material. The only difference and advantage in here is that if you forget one thing or another, you can always go to the notes, click them open, and just get that 1 or 2 things that you forgot. Do not attempt to answer every single question by looking at the answers. You will run out of time. There are 50 questions on exams, and you will run out of time. These are comprehensive questions, and it is actually, if you run out of time, it will auto submit. It says you are on question number 30. It will auto submit with those 30 questions completed, and you will still have 20 questions will be marked wrong. So that's why I'm telling you, it gives you 90 minutes, which is 1 hour and a half, enough time. But for you guys to actually, if you study, you got plenty of time to answer questions that you feel comfortable answering, and then look for the answers to those few other questions that you may have forgotten the information or not be sure on what the answers are. And that's pretty much. This is an easy course. It's a 3 credit course. It is to develop your critical thinking skills. And I hope that on the way of doing that, you guys learn biology. Do not hesitate to email me back with any questions that you may have at any time. I will always answer in less than 24 hours. And so we'll be in touch. I will be emailing you through this first week with more instructions. But that's all I have for now. And like I say, if you have any questions, please email me. Once again, welcome, and let's learn some biology.